I mean, where do I start? Where the hell do I start with this?
Disclaimer. No offence is meant by this video to any member of Thorpe Park or any of its associates, but if you're going to be unapologetically authentic with us, we're going to be unapologetically authentic with you.
Over the past 3 days, Thorpe Park have been doing a series on their social media channels in which they've been going through the past, present and future of their brand image.
Hello!
Oh my word, it's Jack Silkstone! And yesterday, that series ended with them revealing how they're going to embrace their brand going forward, including what their new logo is going to be. That's right, the famous Infinity logo, which has been a part of the park since 2008, is now no more. They described that despite being a part of a big corporation, that obviously being Merlin Entertainment, one of their core values going forward is going to be unapologetically authentic, which they basically explained means that in the way that they communicate with people, they don't want to come across as corporate, they want to come across as like you and me, open-minded and respectful of others. They've already made a lot of changes in terms of moving towards that. They've been being a lot more interactive on social media with their fans. They've created a private Facebook group for pass holders, which I personally hate because I'm not a pass holder and they share stuff in there that they should be sharing with everybody. And they've also made some improvements to the guest experience for regular guests as well. They've created a new page on their website in which they're detailing any planned maintenance that's going to be taking place at any given time. They state that they want to be an accessible park for people of all backgrounds and for those with disabilities and whatnot, which is really amazing to hear. And they've also given themselves a new slogan. They're no longer going to be known as the Island Like No Other. Instead, their slogan now reads, "Feel Good Thrills." I think that sums them up okay. I'm not really a fan of the wording of that, but I think the message is really good. They want people to have a good time. They have high regard for guest experience, and I think all parks could do to be a bit more valuable of that, really. And then the final video ends with what you've all been waiting for. Or does it? The narration cuts out and we begin to hear this music, which I assume is a new Thorpe Park soundtrack, I'm not sure, and we've got all this text flashing up on the screen, and what the hell is that? What? Yeah, the new Thorpe Park logo isn't exactly what me or anyone else expected. In fact, at first, when I saw it, I wasn't even sure that was the logo. I had to go on Thorpe Park's Instagram page to check, because to me it doesn't look like a logo at all. It's just text. To be unapologetically authentic, this is possibly the worst theme park logo I've ever seen in my entire life. It doesn't even look like a theme park logo. Like, what is this? A car logo? A sports logo? It's just... Honestly, theme parks are meant to be a place of escapism, and they've said that they don't want to come across as corporate, but it looks really corporate. And there's all these colours, they're using like all these different backgrounds and text colour combinations. Like, it's not friendly for colourblind people at all. And the end of the final video, where the narration just cut out and they had all this text building up the new logo, wasn't very good for me, being visually impaired, because it was flashing up too fast for me to read it, and it just all completely contrasted with what they said in the rest of the video. I don't know who's designed this new logo and look, but dear oh dear. Honestly, like, I could have made a better logo for the park in MS Paint in 30 seconds than this. In fact, you know what? Let's hop over to the computer and do that.
SOK STN Park. 6 Silkstone rides, mate.
Needless to say, this logo has been widely criticised by a lot of people, including myself. And another thing, Thorpe Park have handled this criticism spectacularly badly in my eyes. And don't get me wrong, all these tweets aren't corporate, but they're certainly not respectful. Like, don't get me wrong, some people have obviously slated the logo and whatnot, but to be replying with snarky comments like some of these, I don't know who undercover was managing the social media last night, but It's really unprofessional, and in my eyes it puts the brand in a very bad light. So Thorpe Park, if you are watching this, and I know you will be, if you're going to be unapologetically authentic with other people, then let them be unapologetically authentic about you. People are entitled to an opinion, so please just deal with it. You may not want your brand to reflect that you're part of a huge corporation, and that's fine, but ultimately you are, and you need a level of professionalism, especially with a new roller coaster opening next year, a huge new investment for you. You've got a good reputation that you need to withstand and grow through this, because it's expensive. So yeah, while I am a massive fan overall of the direction Thorpe Park's branding is going in, I do think it could be much better executed in terms of the logo, visuals, and the emotional intelligence of the social media team. I tell you what though, I really am a big fan of the new soundtrack, which you can currently hear playing in the background of this video. And regarding the retheme of Angry Birds Land, that is really exciting, so go on, make sure you check out the video on the right side of your screen to find out everything you need to know surrounding that. And for more things theme park related in the UK and beyond, make sure you click the icon in the centre of your screen to subscribe.